first moment a man sees a woman, something clicks inside his mind. A sense of curiosity, maybe even fascination, but not necessarily for reasons you might think. It's not just about physical appearance, despite what the world might suggest. Men are wired differently, and the first thing they notice is not always what you expect. Maybe it's her confidence or the way she carries herself, the energy that surrounds her. There's something about how a woman presents herself that speaks volumes even before she says a word. A man's brain is programmed to assess, to pick up on details that shape an impression. But what exactly is it? Is it her smile, the way she moves? Or maybe it's the way she makes him feel? Imagine walking into a room full of people, all with their own unique vibes. What makes you stand out to a man? What catches his eye first? It's not your looks alone, not just the way you dress, but the aura you project. Men are naturally attuned to the unspoken energy in a room. They notice when a woman walks in and how her presence shifts the atmosphere. Is she confident? Does she appear approachable? Is she comfortable in her own skin? These subtle cues leave a lasting impact, influencing how a man perceives her, even before he consciously realizes it. That initial spark of intrigue, that first impression, often defines everything that comes after. So let's dive deeper. Think about the way you carry yourself on a daily basis. How do you stand? How do you walk? There's a certain magnetic pull in a person's body language. For men, it's often not about what is said, but how something is said. The posture, the gaze, the small gestures all contribute to an impression far more powerful than words. When you stand tall, when you make eye contact, when you smile genuinely, these actions speak louder than anything you could ever say. Men pick up on that energy, and it's that subtle shift in demeanor that tells them who you are before you even open your mouth. But here's the twist. Even more important than all the external signals is the psychological impression you leave. It's not just about appearance or the way you walk, it's the feeling you evoke. Have you ever felt like someone just gets you the moment you meet them? That's the effect a woman can have on a man when she exudes positive energy. Men don't just notice what you're wearing or how you look. They notice how you make them feel. Are you approachable? Do you create a sense of warmth, trust, or even excitement? This psychological factor can be more powerful than you realize. It's the intangible things, the vibe that sticks long after the first encounter. Now, think about this. How often do we underestimate the importance of our energy? It's something that many overlook, but the truth is, when a man is with a woman who makes him feel calm, understood, or even inspired, that connection becomes magnetic. Men are instinctively drawn to women who make them feel something deeper than just attraction. Power of energy can make a man feel seen, heard, and validated in ways that can have lasting emotional effects. This isn't something a woman has to try hard to achieve. It's something that radiates naturally when she's being authentic. Let's not forget the role of confidence. A man doesn't just notice how a woman looks, but how she carries herself. Confidence is key. When a woman walks into a room and owns her space, there's an undeniable aura of self-assurance that draws people in, particularly men. But it's not about arrogance or overcompensation. It's about a quiet, natural confidence that radiates without needing to be said out loud. Men instinctively notice this quality, and it's magnetic. The way a woman holds herself in social situations, how she engages with others. These are the things that leave an impression far more lasting than any fleeting glance. And then there's humor. Yes, humor. Believe it or not, a man often notices a woman's sense of humor the moment they meet. How she laughs, how she engages in playful banter, how her lightheartedness fills the space around her. This is a huge factor in what draws a man in. It's not about telling the funniest joke or being the life of the party, but about how she connects through laughter. Men are wired to gravitate toward women who can make them laugh, who can bring joy and fun into the room. A woman's ability to engage with humor can be a powerful tool that creates instant chemistry and leaves a lasting impression. But here's where it gets interesting. Men also notice the way a woman interacts with the world around her. Is she kind to others? Does she show empathy and care in her interactions? The way a woman treats people, whether it's a waiter, a colleague, or even a stranger, speaks volumes. A man notices how a woman expresses her character in these small, seemingly insignificant moments. These are the signals that reveal a deeper layer of her personality, a glimpse into her values and how she treats others. It's in the smallest gestures that a man gets to see the true depth of her character. In fact, this idea of depth leads us into a key insight about what men first notice. It's not always about surface-level traits, but about how a woman carries herself with integrity, honesty, and authenticity. Men are highly sensitive to the energy that surrounds a person, and they instinctively notice when a woman's actions align with her words. When a woman speaks from the heart, when she is authentic in her expression, it creates an invisible bond that men cannot ignore. Authenticity is magnetic, and men find it deeply attractive when they sense that a woman is being true to herself. So, what does this all mean? It means that the first thing a man notices about a woman isn't always what the world tells you it should be. It's not just about beauty, clothes, or makeup. It's about presence, energy, authenticity, and how she makes others feel. Men are drawn to women who possess a magnetic presence, a sense of confidence, kindness, and emotional intelligence. They notice when a woman carries herself with grace, when she exudes positivity, and when she connects with the world around her in a meaningful way. This is what truly leaves an impression, long before anything physical comes into play. But here's the real kicker. The secret to all of this is simple. It's not about being perfect or trying to be someone else. It's about being you. A man notices the real, unfiltered version of a woman, the one who embraces her strengths and weaknesses, the one who radiates authenticity. And that is what stands out, what makes a lasting impact. So remember this, the first thing a man notices about a woman, it's not what you look like, but how you make him feel, how your energy resonates with his. That's what truly leaves an impression, far more than anything superficial. As we continue to explore what men notice first about a woman, let's dig into the subtle, often unspoken cues that create the foundation of attraction. It's fascinating how much a man can gather about a woman simply by observing her behavior and her emotional state. You might think that looks are what matter most, but in reality, it's not the beauty or the clothes, it's how she makes him feel. A woman's emotional energy is what stands out in a way that words or physical attributes never could. Take, for instance, the way a woman interacts with others. A man notices how she treats those around her, whether it's her friends, family, or even a stranger on the street. The way she shows kindness, respect, and warmth has a huge impact on how he perceives her. It's the way she engages with the world, how she makes people feel. That's what sticks in a man's mind. Men are naturally attracted to women who show compassion, empathy, and emotional intelligence. When a woman radiates positivity and makes others feel valued, a man takes notice, and that leaves a lasting impression. It's these acts of kindness and empathy that create a connection far more meaningful than anything surface level. But let's not overlook another key factor, a woman's independence. Men are drawn to women who are confident and self-assured, but also those who have their own lives, passions, and interests. It's not about needing validation from others or seeking approval from the outside world. A woman who is comfortable being herself, who has her own goals, and who is unafraid to chase her dreams is undeniably attractive. A man notices when a woman doesn't rely on him for her happiness or self-worth. The independence and strength of a woman is magnetic. This is something men find deeply alluring, as it speaks to her character and her ability to stand tall in the face of challenges. And speaking of strength, another powerful trait men notice is resilience. Life throws all kinds of challenges at us, and how a woman handles adversity says a lot about her. Men are drawn to women who remain strong and composed even in tough situations. It's not about being perfect or having all the answers, but about how a woman faces obstacles with grace, determination, and perseverance. Resilience shows that a woman is emotionally mature and capable of navigating life's ups and downs, which in turn makes her incredibly attractive in a man's eyes. When a woman can roll with the punches and bounce back stronger, it creates a sense of admiration that goes far beyond physical appearance. But let's return to the concept of energy, this intangible force that men notice in a woman from the moment they meet her. Have you ever encountered someone whose energy felt completely different from the rest? That's because energy is contagious. A woman's energy can fill a room, light up the space, and draw people in. Whether it's a calming presence or an exciting, dynamic aura, a man immediately picks up on this. He notices if her energy makes him feel at ease or challenges him to be better. The way she carries herself, her vibe, her mood, all of these things influence how a man responds to her, often before anything is consciously said or done. It's the vibe that does the work, setting the stage for attraction to develop. But let's pause for a moment and think about another factor, a woman's ability to be present. In today's world, it's easy to get lost in distractions, but the women who truly stand out are those who are fully engaged in the moment. Men notice when a woman listens intently, when she makes eye contact, and when she is genuinely interested in what they have to say. It's the ability to be present, to give someone your undivided attention, that fosters a deep sense of connection. When a woman can focus on a conversation, be attuned to someone else's needs, and invest emotionally, that creates an undeniable bond. Men appreciate women who are not only physically present but emotionally engaged as well. Now let's talk about passion, the fire that burns inside. A man often notices a woman's passion for her interests, her work, her causes, or even her hobbies. Passion is magnetic. It speaks to a woman's drive, her ambition, and her willingness to pour herself into something she loves. Men are instinctively drawn to women who have a sense of purpose, who are excited about life, and who approach their passions with enthusiasm. Whether she's passionate about her career, a personal project, or even her favorite pastimes, that fire is something a man notices and admires. Passion gives a woman depth, and it's something that can make her shine in ways that are far more captivating than any outward appearance. On the flip side, let's also acknowledge the power of vulnerability. A woman's ability to show vulnerability, to be open about her emotions, fears, and desires is another element that men notice. It's not about being weak or helpless, but about being emotionally transparent and real. Vulnerability allows a man to see the authentic side of a woman, and when done right, it fosters trust and intimacy. Men respect women who are brave enough to be open and honest about their feelings, and this rawness can be incredibly attractive. When a woman shows that she is comfortable being vulnerable, it signals to a man that she is emotionally intelligent and capable of forming a genuine connection. But let's also take a moment to consider the role of intellect. A man notices a woman's intelligence, her ability to think critically, to have deep conversations, and to engage in meaningful dialogue. It's not about having a specific level of education or expertise, but about how she uses her mind to navigate the world. Men find intelligence irresistible, especially when a woman expresses her thoughts clearly and with confidence. Whether it's discussing world events, sharing insights about life, or simply having an engaging conversation, a woman's intellect adds an entire new layer of attraction. The ability to challenge a man intellectually is something that piques his curiosity and creates a deeper bond between them. It's also worth mentioning the importance of physical touch. While men may notice a woman's energy or demeanor first, the way she touches them, whether it's a handshake, a hug, or even a light touch on the arm, can leave a powerful impression. Touch is a fundamental form of connection, and it speaks volumes about the kind of relationship a man can expect. Men notice how a woman expresses affection through her touch, and it's often a subtle but significant factor in building attraction. Whether it's through a gentle gesture or an affectionate embrace, the physical connection can amplify the emotional connection and create a sense of closeness and intimacy. All these factors, confidence, vulnerability, intelligence, energy, kindness, and resilience, weave together to form the powerful first impression a man forms about a woman. They all matter in ways that transcend superficial characteristics. A woman who embodies these traits creates a lasting magnetic impact that goes beyond anything physical. It's not just about how she looks. It's about who she is and how she makes a man feel. A woman who exudes authenticity, intelligence, and kindness stands out in a way that no amount of makeup or clothes can replicate. And that, my friends, is what a man notices first and foremost. As we delve even deeper into what men notice first about a woman, we come to understand that the connection between attraction and perception goes beyond just what is seen at face value. It's about the depth of the moment, the unspoken language that happens in the blink of an eye. Men by nature are wired to read the subtle cues and body language a woman gives off. The first thing they notice is often an instinctual reaction, deeply ingrained in human nature. It's not about consciously analyzing what they see, but reacting to what they feel. A woman's body language speaks volumes, from the way she stands, her posture, to the way she moves. These tiny signals are what capture a man's attention before anything else. Think about the impact of body language on a man's first impression. The way a woman positions herself, whether she stands with her shoulders back or slouches, whether she maintains eye contact or looks away. All these micro-actions contribute to his perception of her. A woman who is confident in her own skin, who moves with purpose and ease, immediately attracts attention. Men notice the way a woman physically commands space without saying a word. The power of nonverbal communication cannot be underestimated. It's often the first thing a man picks up on, and it sets the tone for everything that follows. But it's not just about confidence in the traditional sense. Men also notice the vulnerability that shines through a woman's body language. A slight tilt of the head, a soft smile, a gentle touch. These subtle cues speak volumes. Men are drawn to women who can express warmth through their gestures, who allow a glimpse of softness to shine through their demeanor. It's the balance between strength and vulnerability that creates a powerful first impression. A man is subconsciously attracted to a woman who can balance her confident energy with an open, inviting warmth that makes him feel comfortable and connected. And let's not forget the power of a woman's smile. It's one of the first things that a man will notice. A smile can be an incredibly powerful tool in shaping attraction, as it signals approachability and warmth. Men are instinctively drawn to women who smile genuinely because it exudes a sense of comfort and positivity. A smile is a form of silent communication that reassures a man, making him feel welcome and at ease. It's an expression of openness that is both inviting and powerful. It can instantly soften the mood and make a connection feel more natural. The impact of a smile cannot be overstated. It's often the first step toward building a meaningful connection. Along with body language, a man's attention is often caught by the way a woman expresses herself in conversation. The tone of her voice, the way she speaks, and the words she chooses all contribute to his perception of her. A woman's voice can be incredibly alluring, whether it's the warmth in her tone, the clarity in her speech, or the humor that bubbles up in her words. Men notice how a woman communicates, and it's often the first signal of how easy it will be to connect with her on a deeper level. Whether she speaks with confidence, passion, or even a hint of playfulness, it all comes together to form an impression. The way she carries herself in conversation plays a significant role in what a man notices first. And then there's the role of scent. It's an often overlooked factor in attraction, yet incredibly powerful. A man can immediately be drawn to a woman by the way she smells. The right fragrance can evoke feelings of comfort, excitement, or even desire. Men are highly sensitive to scent, and a woman's perfume or natural scent can leave an indelible impression long after she's left the room. It's a sensory detail that often goes unnoticed consciously, yet plays a profound role in the subconscious connection. It's a soft, lingering memory that sparks a man's attraction, whether he realizes it or not. Another often overlooked aspect is the way a woman dresses. It's not necessarily about the latest trends or what's in fashion, but how a woman chooses to express herself through her clothing. A man notices how a woman's clothing fits, whether it's an outfit that complements her shape or one that expresses her unique sense of style. But more than that, it's about how she feels in her clothes. A woman who wears what makes her feel confident and comfortable is immediately more attractive. The key here isn't about showcasing skin or following the latest trends. It's about showcasing her. When a woman feels good in her own skin, it's apparent in the way she walks, speaks, and carries herself. That confidence shines brighter than any outfit ever could. Let's also take a moment to consider the impact of shared experiences. Men notice how a woman reacts in different situations, whether it's a lighthearted conversation, a stressful moment, or a shared laugh. The way she navigates life's daily moments reveals a lot about her personality. Is she adaptable? Does she laugh easily? Or take things too seriously? Men notice how a woman interacts with the world, and these observations contribute to his initial impression. It's the little moments of connection that build the foundation for something deep. A man is often drawn to a woman who can go with the flow, who can share a joke, or who can approach life's challenges with a calm and open attitude. This brings us to something equally important. A man notices how a woman makes him feel in her presence. It's not just about physical attraction, but about the emotional and psychological connection they share. A man can be physically drawn to a woman, but it's her energy, her ability to make him feel good about himself, that truly creates the lasting bond. When a woman is positive, engaging, and makes a man feel like his best self, he notices that. It's this emotional connection that can lead to something deeper, something lasting. Attraction is about much more than physical features. It's about how two people can connect on a level that goes beyond the surface. Then, let's reflect on the role of mutual respect. Men are drawn to women who respect themselves and others. When a woman sets boundaries, communicates her values, and shows respect for those around her, it creates a sense of trust and admiration. A man is naturally drawn to a woman who respects herself and others because it shows emotional maturity. Respect is a fundamental aspect of any relationship. And when a man feels respected by a woman, it deepens his admiration and attraction. The way she commands respect, both in her words and actions, is a key factor in what draws a man in. So as we wrap up this part of the exploration, we return to the fact that it's not just about looks, not just about the obvious thing. The true power lies in the subtle things, the details, the deeper layers that a woman embodies. It's her confidence, her energy, her kindness, her humor, and her vulnerability that catch a man's attention first. It's about how she expresses herself through her words, her body language, her actions, and even her scent. And ultimately, it's how she makes a man feel, how she connects with him in a way that transcends the superficial. Men notice the depth, the authenticity, and the power of a woman's presence. And that's what makes all the difference. As we continue our exploration of what men notice first about a woman, it becomes clear that the way a woman projects herself in the world plays a massive role in creating attraction. It's not just about what is visible on the outside. It's about how she presents her inner world, her emotional and mental energy that truly captivates a man. Men are intuitive beings, and the way a woman expresses herself through her thoughts, emotions, and behaviors can leave a lasting impression, often far more significant than anything superficial. Attraction isn't just about what's physical. It's about the invisible traits that a man picks up on that resonate with him emotionally and psychologically. Consider the importance of emotional intelligence. A woman's ability to recognize, understand, and manage her own emotions, as well as the emotions of others, plays a huge role in what men notice. Emotional intelligence isn't something that's easy to quantify or see at first, but it's deeply felt. Men notice when a woman is aware of her feelings and the impact those feelings have on others. When she can empathize, listen, and respond in a way that shows understanding, it creates a powerful bond. Men are instinctively drawn to women who can navigate their emotions with grace and intelligence. It's this ability to connect on a deeper emotional level that makes her memorable, makes her stand out. Think about how emotional intelligence plays out in real-life situations. Men notice how a woman responds when emotions run high. Does she stay calm or does she react impulsively? How does she handle conflict or stress? A man is drawn to a woman who can remain composed under pressure, who doesn't let her emotions control her actions, but rather guides them. It's the subtlety in how she handles tough situations that leave a lasting impact. A woman who can express her feelings openly, yet in a balanced way, will instantly earn respect and admiration. This emotional maturity is incredibly appealing, and it plays a huge role in creating attraction that lasts long after the initial meeting. But there's another factor to consider: the way a woman communicates in relationships. When a woman communicates openly and honestly with the people in her life, men notice that too. It's not just about how well she articulates her thoughts. It's about the trust and vulnerability she builds with others through her communication. Men are drawn to women who can express their needs, desires, and thoughts with clarity and authenticity. This openness fosters intimacy and creates a deeper connection that is incredibly magnetic. When a woman communicates with sincerity and vulnerability, it invites trust. And trust, as we know, is the foundation of any meaningful connection. A crucial part of attraction also involves shared values. Men notice when a woman has a strong sense of what she stands for, her values, principles, and beliefs. When a woman knows who she is and what she believes in, it makes her incredibly appealing. A man is often drawn to a woman who has strong convictions, who is not easily swayed by external opinions, and who stays true to herself. This inner strength is magnetic because it signals to him that she is someone who knows what she wants and is capable of making decisions with integrity. Shared values create common ground and can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections, and men are highly attuned to this when meeting someone new. Let's also discuss the role of ambition and purpose. Men notice when a woman is driven, when she has a clear sense of purpose and is actively working towards her goals. It's not just about having a career or success in a traditional sense. It's about a woman who is passionate about something and pursues it with determination and drive. Men are drawn to women who are not waiting around for life to happen, but are actively creating the life they desire. A woman's ambition shows her strength, her resilience, and her ability to push through challenges. It's incredibly attractive when a woman shows that she is capable of achieving great things on her own terms. But there's more to it than just ambition. It's about how that ambition is paired with a sense of balance. A woman who is ambitious but also knows how to enjoy the moment, take breaks, and embrace life's joys is someone that men notice. It's the ability to maintain a healthy balance between work, passion, and personal fulfillment that creates a well-rounded, appealing woman. Men notice when a woman can handle multiple aspects of her life with grace, without feeling overwhelmed or burnt out. This ability to juggle life's responsibilities while still prioritizing self-care, relationships, and happiness is something that truly sets a woman apart and makes her captivating in the eyes of men. On a related note, the ability to inspire others is another key factor that men notice in a woman. When a woman has a certain energy, a certain way of living that inspires those around her, it leaves a lasting impact. Men are drawn to women who motivate them to be better versions of themselves, whether it's through her actions, her words,